Hello and welcome back. This is Arunavut Chaudhary. You are live on my YouTube channel, Arun Foot. It's another Indian Super League watch-along. It's the first home game of Punjab FC against Northeast United FC at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi. And we look forward to hopefully a good game in the national capital. And it's a decisive game if we look at the current league table of the Indian Super League, because in the standings, we have Mohun Bagan Super Giants and Jamshedpur FC fighting at the moment for the title. FC Goa, Mumbai City are on 8 points. East Bengal and Bangalore FC have 7. Inter Kashi on 5 points. Chennai, after a draw and their first win of the season, have moved to 4. Punjab FC on 3. Northeast United as well as Odisha FC have only had 2 draws, meaning they are on 2. Sporting Club the Delhi, after their comeback yesterday against Mumbai City, are on 1 point. And at the moment, the Kerala Blasters and Morgan Sporting without a point. So they are fighting against relegation. And that to me is the status of this league, of this encounter. So therefore, we will have to wait and see what happens. But therefore, this game gets some importance, because if Punjab FC or Northeast United FC win, they move away from the relegation zone. If it's a draw, Punjab 4 points, Northeast 3 points. You are not directly in it, but again, you're still somewhat around it. So therefore, I find that's a danger that both the teams have, in my opinion. And it will be interesting to see. And let's quickly go through the respective lineups of who then Perez as well as Northeast United FC head coach Benali have sent onto the field. For Punjab FC, we have Arshdeep, Mohammad Uwais, Bijoy, Nikhil Prabhu, Ricky Shabong, Efyong, Danny Ramirez, Lumding, Ibgen, Santos, and Osuji in the starting lineup, meaning that Mohammad Suhail, the highly regarded young talented Mohammad Suhail, once more on the bench. And at the other end, it is Gurmeet in goal. Captain is Zabako, Parthiv Gogoi, Ashir Akhtar, Maya Kanan, MacArthur Nixon, Andy Rinzwala, Ridim Tlang, Samte, and Jitin MS. And therefore, it will be interesting, as I say, what both the teams do in this game. Can they influence the win for their respective teams? And it's important, so to say, to figure out who is going to get a result in this Indian Super League encounter, as we have kickoff in New Delhi of this encounter. And well, interesting to see, as I said, what both these teams play, what they do. Both teams are likely to apply a 4-1 system in their respective lineups. And long ball forward by Northeast. Cleared by Northeast, headed out by Punjab FC. Efyong, the man who in the last game was so vital with his goals to enable his side to get the 2 goals against Bangalore FC. Northeast United on the right, who lose the ball. but win it back. Looking for options. Lang, but cleared for a first corner. Experienced rhythm Talang. Of course, had time with FC Goa. And did you take the free to corner? Sorry. Andy. And Arshdeep with the ball. Northeast trying to play football early on, but lose the ball. If Young wins it, loses it. A lot of action in the midfield. Northeast United win it back. Ooh. Is that a foul from Lumding? Against Andy Rodriguez, I think. Yeah. Spaniard plays the ball, and then Lumding plays the player. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Vote as well as what will be the outcome in this encounter as Mohamed Uwais clears in the 5th minute for a corner for Northeast United. Interesting to see how Punjab handle these corners, how they handle generally the situations. Andy Rodriguez to take that corner. Second corner already for Northeast United early on in this game. Plays it short, gets it back, plays it into the danger zone, but maybe a chance. Danny Ramirez at the other end, and that should be a foul, and that could be a card. Danny Ramirez bundled down by Parthib Gogoi, who didn't want to allow the counter-attack to move ahead. Nikhil Prabhu looking for Kipgen, doesn't get there. Samte loses the ball. Kipgen and cleared by McCarthan. Interesting to see that Kipgen getting more time than Mohamed Suhail. Oh, that's a clumsy foul. Once again on Andy Rodriguez. And it is young Kipgen with that foul. Going to need to take the long goal kick. It's after 6+ minutes goalless at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi. With both the teams knowing that a result could be useful in their ISL campaign. Ways plays it to Ricky Shavong. Nikhil Prabhu. Nikhil, clumsy. Northeast intercept. And long ball forward, but intercepted. Northeast with another long ball themselves forward, but no chance for Rinzwala to get to it. Pablo Santos with the ball. Nikhil Prabhu drops deep, plays it to Bijoy. Bijoy Santos, Mohamed Uwais on the left, plays it and should be offside. Osoji, Bede Amarachi Osoji, who's come in and has made an impact for Punjab FC. Interesting player. While others have already played 4 matches, Punjab only 2. A loss, an opening day loss, and then a win. Northeast on the show with 3. Again, tonight, Northeast. After this game, they'll have 4 matches, and they'll know where they stand. Rinzuala couldn't get it past the man. That's the problem. Both the teams trying to play football. Not an easy one sometimes. And as expected, a lot of midfield action. A lot of action. Middle ball, both teams operating with the long ball. Northeast. Sabako. Difficult for both teams so far. No real control. A lot of midfield action, as one would expect. And again, the efforts to try and play the long ball. Punjab, try and build up. Play to the right. Pablo Santos. Does get it to his man. Danny Ramirez, the Spaniard, looking for Mohamed Uwais, who will get to the ball. First time cross, little overcooked. Will Kipgen get to it? Yeah, he does. Sorry, Lumding, Kipgen, Lumding, Kipgen, and that is offside. Yeah, that's offside. Have to be smarter in that second, the players. Goal kick, sorry, free kick on the left for Northeast United. Gurmeet to take it. And he's going to kick it long. And that is a throw in for Northeast United. Shanlata says people were saying Japan 3-0, India were dreaming again for them. Reality, Japan showed what quality football, intensity and control means. So much panic on the inside after taking ball. No defense. Shanlata, I said, no? It could be on a good day 9-0, on a bad day 20-0. And it was actually a bad day, and we were lucky Japan were not as clinical as they can be. 35 chances, 16 on goals speak a clear-cut language. As Northeast United missed the ball, chance for Punjab to break. Mohamed Uwais plays it out to Osuji. Osuji, can he keep it in? Osuji tries to beat his marker. No, sorry. Rhythm Talan clears. So, Shanlata, to me, I'm not surprised. Right? 3-0, 2-0. I think the most positive was saying 2-0. Some were saying 5-0. And this wasn't even Japan at their best, right? So to me, sorry, reality check. I did a video on it. Watch it. There's a lot of people who think they know football, but they have no clue. That was also now Uwais into the danger zone. Ashir Akhtar. That's dangerous to play the ball that way. Northeast having their problems. That is something interesting to see. Northeast United at the other end. That's a foul from Lumding against Parthib Gogoi. Parthib not happy. Would it be the first card of the match? Doesn't look like it. (52 to 48% ball possession so far. Quite even. So therefore, quite an even match in the first 13, 14 minutes of this encounter. Samako in an attacking position. Goes the free kick. But no danger to the Punjab goal. Cross in. So when will this Kalyan Job and his team leave? Piyush, I have no idea, and I think nobody knows. Let's wait and see when the so-called elections will be announced and what happens at what time. Yeah, the earlier they're gone, the better. But I think we need to start asking people working in grassroots and youth development the questions about how good they are and if they should be staying in the game or they should be leaving. I think every football center, football school, academy, which claims that we are trying to produce players for India, men's and women's, need to be asked that question. And the question is, are these people good enough to be in Indian football? And I would say 90% of these people don't deserve to be in Indian football. Let's be very, very clear, right? And we need to stop being in La La Land. We stop to not dream, and Delulu or whatever I want to call it. We need to come back to reality in Indian football. And just removing Kalyan Chaubin as people will not be enough. And it's not going to be even a start of something. No, we need a massive overhaul in Indian football. It is not one person, one entity which is the problem. Indian football is the problem, if you ask me that question. Let's call it out. A lot of people are milking the system or fooling the system. Let's get them all out of the system. Otherwise, Indian football will remain where it is. And then, if there's 0% credit to be taken for something, they take 100% credit. So, welcome. Sorry. Right. Cleared by Punjab FC. High. On by Andy. Osuji does it physically against Rhythm. Danny Ramirez back to Osuji. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Throw in for Northeast United. And again, as always, if you like the content, if you like what we speak here, talk about on Arun Foot, do leave a like behind, share it with other people. And as I always say, watch the short videos, support the short videos on the channel. So let's see. Hannibal, yeah, this ground, I mean, I would say where the ground could have been, should have been, looks actually quite okay to me. Could have been worse. But hey, and they had a concert on the pitch. Exactly. So therefore, for that, realities of Indian football. Gurmeet with a long kick. Taste, lose the ball. Osuji back to Uwais. Shot to Ricky. Ricky, Nikhil. Osuji sleeping again on his left side. And Tim Perez, yeah. I think telling his players to focus. 11-0, thank you, sir. I didn't keep hopes, no expectations, and I'm healthy. Expectations make you ill. Yeah, Rahul, unrealistic expectations, I think, is what I would say, right? Unrealistic expectations is what makes you sick and ill. And it makes no sense for me to say, listen, we can beat Japan, or oh, we can lose 2-0 to Japan. Listen, as I said, on a good day for us, we lose 9-0. On a bad day to us, uh, you know, um, you know, um, that's the problem. So for me, sorry, you know, I might be the only one wanting to speak the truth about these realities of where we stand in football, but hey, do you think all these Indian pro license, A license coaches even good enough? Like I heard from my college sport teacher who has been said that many people shouldn't even get D license, D quality wise. Piyush, not all, you know, the question is how good are the coaches, how much are they willing to learn? And Suji with some space, maybe you'll see that space on the right. He does. Loom Ding on the edge of the box, good cross in. If Young doesn't get to it. And Uwais, Osuji in the middle, and Gurmeet gets it. And that is what you see. So, therefore, for me, coaches are a problem, academies are a problem, football schools, football training centers, all of them need to question themselves, right? The question is asked about the AFF, but we don't ask the questions about those who actually do the work. Around the world, who do the work? Is it the National Federation? Is it even the state or district associations? No, it is on academies and clubs to do the work for all of us, right? Think we have any chance? Blue, if I read the logic right, if we win 2-0, let's say, right? Um, After the results today, Uzbekistan have qualified with a -2 goal difference. Philippines have a -2 goal difference, meaning we would have to score 10 goals against Taiwan to get to the knockouts. Do you think India is in a position to score 10 goals against Taiwan? Even if I'm dreaming of India winning the game 2-0. Group internally, yeah, they might finish third, right? In the best day. And, you know, the point is here, Northeast, win it, lose it, win it. And now Mount is on the left with some space. So so that's the problem. So we have no chance. Are we winning 10-0 against Thailand? Right? So we're out of this, right? On the second. Oh, sorry, on second. Yeah, sorry. I'm totally wrong. Sorry. What am I talking about? Sorry, Blue. I looked wrongly at the table. So for us, a 2-0. Have you seen how Taiwan played against Japan? How they played against Vietnam? Do you want to go to the World Cup looking at teams who are even better than Japan? Northeast clear. So, yeah. Parambia, where is he? Rahul, he's not there at the moment because his contract runs out, and the strategy at Punjab is if a player is going to leave, they will not play him. Makes no sense, but yeah. I know, sir. I know what's the problem. Everything. Yeah, exactly. So, how's the big chances of FIFA World Cup to cancel? Piyush, it depends on what happens in the world in the next 3 months. The world is in such a crazy phase. I wouldn't even get into that. Sorry, yeah, Blue. Sorry, second position. My mistake. Um, uh, Good cross from Punjab. So for me, Blue. Sorry, no, I don't. I don't. Chance for good header from Danny Ramirez. Was he offside or was he onside? And to me, um, if you get thrashed 10-0 by Japan, right? It's the same. It's the reality of the difference between us and what is world class. Do I want to go to a World Cup knowing where we stand at this moment? I don't want to go to a World Cup because it will be embarrassing, right? So I would always thankful to showing reality. You said that we will lose at least 5 or 10 goals against Japan. X9 said chance there for Punjab F Young, but cleared by Gurmeet. Punjab slowly are getting into the groove. So for me, looking at this, um, I honestly don't know. Danny Ramirez with the corner, 24th minute running. And Gurmeet gets the ball. Right? So X9P, I said 9 to 20. And a lot of people said, how can I? Right? Because that's the difference. I don't think we can, yeah, but just hope. Yeah. So you always talk about reality rather than making Indian fans fools by becoming a messiah. Yeah, X9P, I said that, right? And all these messiahs and, oh, we blah, blah, whatever. All these people should just shut up and get out of Indian football and just not be involved. Because these people destroy Indian football. They're not making anything for Indian football. They fill their pockets, they do everything, and we're doing this, that, everything. No, you're doing nothing for Indian football. If we don't wake up to the realities of Indian football, it is la la land. Second international Hong Kong, at least at home this month. Who's talking about thrashing? Right? Have you seen the quality and level of the Indian Super League of the Indian players? Where are those young players, under 23 players who are supposedly all sensational? Right? Who was talking the other day after Rinzwala's goal against BFC that Rinzwala is the next big thing of Indian football? No? So from language, we deserve to go to rehab, not World Cup. Yeah, Rahul. I think if we didn't face, as you mentioned, Japan, we had some chance. Now the conference is back rock bottom. Blue, I saw today a little bit of Bangladesh versus Uzbekistan, where Bangladesh lost 4-0. Right? Uzbekistan normally is a team that we and Bangladesh can compete with and actually can beat on the one or the other occasion. What I saw was a different level of Uzbekistan, right? And then you come, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. To be honest, people will say that I'm sadist, that I wanted India to lose by bigger margin, like 20-0. That's what will sting. What do you think, sir? Piyush, forget the AIFF. The whole system believes that we are something and, or, that results have gone against us. Listen, we we were lucky to be in the Asian Cup. Foul from Ricky Shabong against, indeed looks like, uh, Thailand didn't get a penalty. Thailand, for whatever reason, didn't play its best players. So, you know, should we be here? I don't know. I forgot we might not win any matches in men's AFC Asian Cup qualifiers. What a year. Yeah, Blue. Why other creators always give false hope, like India, Japan 2-0 or 4-0? They don't know. Rather, then they should left their YouTube channel for giving us false hope. Mindset Mastery, why are you following those people? Again, that would be my question. Sorry, with all due respect to the others, and people spend time, effort, and all, but if they don't understand things, they don't understand things. I said, good day 9-0, on a bad day 20-0, right? And I stick to that. And 11-0, where chances and opportunities stand at 35-0. There's been no match in this Asian Cup which has been as one-sided as Japan and India. If you see the heat map, they could have closed down the Japan half, right? This is the difference. And again, I'm not blaming Amalia. I'm not blaming the girls, And as Northeast United clear their lines, right? So for me, it's very difficult to see where we stand and how things go. Yeah, very difficult. And very, very difficult at the moment. The ground's not looking good because of music guns. Yeah, Aman, that the ground is playable is a positive wonder, I would say. Actually, I'm desperate for a win against Bhutan also. Skallion just still thinking Japan performed voodoo against us. I don't think so, sir. Is it better for if I've been friendly against international rather than against club? No. X9P, how you, again, and also this is foolish. Yes, we could have, um, could have had a little bit of exposure here and there. Okay, great. Do you think that the result yesterday would have been different? Sorry, on Saturday would have been different, right? The level of difference might have been a mu smaller. What does that mean? As there's a drinks break at the moment, right? And yeah, to my point, and Nikhil Prabhu being treated on the ground, that's not good after 29 minutes for Punjab FC. But the captain gets up. The reality is, what difference would have we made? Would again, we would have conceded a few goals less. But the problem of the basics, the lack of tactical awareness, technical abilities, height as well for our players. Because for us, again, the Japanese have some very small players in that mix, right? But they're world class. So therefore, that's the reality. That's the difference. Why don't you watch along in Bengali? Uh, because English is more inclusive of people talking to people than rather speaking in Bengali. My Hindi is not good enough. Uh, okay, Rahul says Selkovic being made ready to come on. Amalia has come. No, Rahul, she saw it as a chance, and it's good or bad for her CV. She took a gamble, and her CV is good enough. No one will even if this black blotch stays on it. Um, Rahul, I'm sticking to English. So be honest, you said right. Yeah, yeah, stick to it. But sir, my question is, how do we find diamonds like Tuni Goswami, Tulsidas Bharadam, PK Banerjee, many more? Like, for a fact, I know that average age of that team was 24. Piyush, what diamonds? Who did they play? What did they play? I've had this discussion with Tuni Goswami and PK Banerjee myself. I actually, in the UK in the year 2000, when we went on that historic tour, the young Oronavo had an argument with these guys over it, where I said, you guys, the young Opala, the young Oronavo took it on himself to have a discussion with these guys and say, guys, what did we achieve? And then after you ended your career, what level did we play football? So these are not diamonds. Don't call them diamonds. Don't make them greater, bigger. Substitution for Manchester United. Suji and Nikhil Prabhu off. Mohamed Suhail comes on and Sjelkovic. So it looks like Nikhil Prabhu's injury is a little more serious. Yet the captain has to go off. And because a foreigner has to go off, Osuji being forced off and Mohamed Suhail coming on. So therefore, that is the question, Piyush. Gems, gold, whatever. Um, Rahim Saab and all that stuff. Nice history. But what? We won the Asian Games, right? We did a good Olympics when nobody else in the world bothered about it anymore, right? So sorry, it doesn't fly for me. Getting view very yeah, because mindset mastery, you don't want to hear what the reality is, right? We can talk about everything, but yeah. What do you think of Mumbai drawing in last match? Mumbai was just going away, it seems. Mumbai has dropped 4 points in the last two games, unnecessarily against Northeast and against Delhi. And if Mumbai wanted to win it, maybe they've lost it in the last two games. I think Mumbai City was in with the chance, right? Okay. Sir, being honest, you've shown me reality that we cannot produce world-class football of first position level. Yeah, yeah. That's why our overrating, right? Punjab intervening, trying to move forward. Let's use this pass. If I won't be able to give it, get through. Today, anybody became creator but knows nothing right of Indian football and give opinion. Yeah, it's a master. That's again, that's how the world functions, right? Everybody can give their opinions. The question to me is, where do we stand in reality? And that's the problem. Punjab with the ball, Mohamed Suhail plays it back to Oais. So some people talking as Hong Kong game is not important. We should give chance to younger players. Where are those younger players? Blue. It shows me the ignorance and the lack of knowledge. When you ask them what did Chuni and PK say, they defended themselves. Foul from Parthiv Gogo against Lumding. They see these guys were so arrogant or are, as nice as it is to talk, but when you question them, they never liked it. Because they according to themselves, we did nothing ever wrong. We know. And I remember in Kolkata once a conversation with Bob Houghton and with these so-called guys. I said, listen, how many World Cups have you played? How many Asian Cups have you won? And Bob was being criticized. Bob said, you can criticize me. Right? Because they were talking about themselves rather than criticizing him on the points. And I love that conversation with Bob. Bob really said, and again, these guys were, let's see. And that's reality. Some people like Ashwini is kind person. He said that most of the best Indian talent, best talent can't be in starting 11. X9P, as much as I have a respect for Ashish also said, didn't he say that, we can lose 0-2 to Japan? Right? Sorry, Ashish. Doesn't work. And Mohamed Suhail is not our best. If you say Mohamed Suhail is our best talent, that disqualifies you to talk about Indian football. That's a disqualification. Right? Because then you would have said 2 years ago, Mohamed Sanan is the big thing. Right? People are talking about Rinzwala's goal. Yeah, great. Lovely goal. Goal of the month. All good. All great. But he's been on the pitch 35 minutes. I've seen him 4 times touch the ball. Where is it? Lack of foreigners really makes the teams less entertaining, though it's not the case for Aizawl FC. Blue. Yeah. And the quality of foreigners, no? I've heard something crazy. That's another story in itself. The worst thing which I read was that Chuni apparently left football after the era and started playing cricket. He was a Ranji Trophy also, I guess. Piyush, that was possible in those days, right? Was it good or bad? It doesn't matter. The guys have come into Indian football and have sucked life out of Indian football. That is what my saying is. So I think system itself problem players. Players are problem as well, right? The players think of themselves something great as well, no? Right? Difference between you and others that you show reality of Indian football as other made fans and those and get views where you stick in 4K. Reality truth is harder to digest. Yeah. Why the Kashish Rashik is going to Delhi High Court, like how, why? I have no clue, Blue. I actually need to find out why is that now going there again? And it shows you that the Indian system, that sports doesn't hold the respect that it deserves, that it needs, right? Anybody gets involved, and it's a problem. It's a problem left, right, and center, right? And just looking at this match, which supposedly has a number of talented Indian players in it, it's a mess of a game, right? It's I don't know, right? Right? And I've got again, keep again. Lumding is supposed to be talented. Suhail has come on. On the other side, I've got Parthiv. Weren't we talking highly about Parthiv 2-3 years ago? McCarthan in there, Rinzwala in there, Samte in there, right? So this is the reality. And this is the quality level of where Indian football is. Does it passionate, but sometimes Ashwini said wrong. What says Ronaldo of India says European quality Indian football team will only lose 2-4 against Japan. Yeah, whatever he said. Again, sorry. You can be a content creator, you can be a journalist, but again, I'll be arrogant enough to say, guys, I've worked in football and not only India, but elsewhere in the world. Yeah, then my understanding of the game is better. My game reading is better than these guys. Right? So sorry. Okay. I need to grow the platform, but I will not grow the platform by saying what you guys want to hear, but what the reality is. And I said what the reality is. Right? Our under 23s are by way not as good as a lot of these guys have made them, right? And if I look at the options and the chances that our players are getting, you know, and that's the reality. I could get a player from the fifth, sixth, seventh tier of European football to come and play in the ISL, and that player will, if he can adopt to Indian conditions, will play good. That is, and the women's game is even. Someone said the other day, this is the best ever women's team we've had. Then you know that these people don't understand women's football. Our team, our women's team has been close to qualifying for a World Cup in the past, right? So, what to say? So, if there's no light at the end of it all, what needs to be done, sir? We cannot expect it from AIFF, clouding our presence at what a one ray of hope. Piyush, I say that I myself am the ray of hope, right? What happened? The AIFF did speak to me about the clubs, about the league commissioner role of the ISL, right? And I told them what the reality is. I don't care. Either you take me for who I am, what I am, and what I tell you, or you don't. For me, it made no sense to go in there and say, guys, this, that, everything, what they want to hear. So you want your ray of hope? Arun Foot, Arunav Chaudhary, this channel, this platform is your ray of hope. Aiza's looking good this year, yeah. But Aman, can they hold it for the whole season? That's the question. I think Manolo once said that even if number foreigners, unless they're still far ahead of scoring. Of course they are, right? It will be disgrace that if India qualify for the World Cup by any matter or somehow win the match and chance, that's the point of qualifying for the World Cup. Goku, there is none. Because the World Cup will be another, again, yes, it's good for the hype and everything, and for Indian football in that way, it might be great, but is it going to be great? Or will it be an embarrassment? Luckily, we've had a cricket World Cup and India won it yesterday. Therefore, yeah. So, yeah. Suggestion promote in V18. Please help, guys. I do talk about things that the way I see it, and I need your support, right? So that's the reality of things. Effiong keeps the ball on the right, trying to fight Andy, but terrible pass. Chance for Northeast United maybe to break. Long ball forward, cleared by Santos. Right? So I need your support on that. Is this channel yeah, it's monetized, but again, it's Aman, not worth the conversation. Right? I've spent a little bit on lighting, on other small little things. Until that is covered, it'll need another year of monetization, let's put this in. Humiliation, those girls will face that stage mentality, not good for them. Yeah, but again, reality, and just see the finish of Mohamed Suhail. It does a lovely cut in and then an uncontrolled shot. And then Perez is laughing, right? I don't want to know what Eden Perez just said in Greek. And that is supposedly our best under 23 player. You know? Nice cut in and then totally uncontrolled. Totally uncontrolled. Just a blind shot just to prove a point. That is sad. Even if he would score a goal today, a world-class goal, it wouldn't make a difference. These weaknesses remain. And the question to me is, why are we getting worse and worse and worse? The problems have been there, right? Which means that the rest of the world is getting better, right? But how do you see just they played a great game against East Bengal, but other games aren't that good, though they won. Blue, again, to win a league, to quote a certain Jose Mourinho, is about getting the points. It's not about playing great. And that is where, Andy Rodriguez out to Samte. Long ball forward. Rinzuala against Bijoy. And Bijoy just allows the ball to go out. And that just shows you, right? Is Rinzuala in any position to get around Bijoy, to get to the ball? No, he won't be. Right? And we're talking about an Indian centre back. We're not even talking about an international centre back. That is the problem of our players. Effiong, Mohamed Suhail against Rhythm. Suhail could be, should be a goal and cleared by Northeast United somehow. Effiong and Danny Ramirez can't put the goal over the line. Isn't Talal inspiring? Again, last season you had Javi Hernandez, and this season you have Madi Talal and a little bit of quality here and there, and they're going to win it. I think on OCI, whatever happened, like there was something regarding sports bill as well, right? There was nothing in the sports bill, Piyush, to answer your, yeah. Um, they just said interaction with the diaspora. Interaction with diaspora could mean interacting with me or other people who work in professional sports. That is the reality of things, right? So for me, um, you know, so that's not happening. Yes, I hope OCI happens one day, but where's the seriousness behind it? Patip was also hyped, and now, yeah, Blue, good example, right? How many players have we hyped in the last few years? 2 minutes of added time in the first half between Northeast United and, sorry, Punjab FC and Northeast United. Scrappy game. Ramirez to Effiong. Effiong with some space. Effiong too far outside. Plays it in the middle. Ramirez misses it. Northeast trying to combine. Yeah, with some space. Ball out to the wing. Jitin and earns a corner against Uwais. I mean, even OCF do not have an OCF playing at a level like Hamza is playing. We have multiple players who are playing at Hamza level. Who says that? Danny plays at that. Danny Bath is still playing at his age at that level. Um, Jan Danda is playing at that level. Shan Hundal is playing at that level. We don't have one. We have multiple. We don't have a Premier League player, but again, a championship player, you know. So that's the reality. Punjab FC is doing a dribbling side quest goals on that. Yeah, Blues. Again, this is Andy Rodriguez with the corner, 47th minute, third corner of the game for the Highlanders. Oh, that's a good header from Parthiv, but over the top. And the AIFF is ruined when Sony took over. Lakshya, yeah, maybe it's also a lesson for all of us who were, and I include myself in that, right? Because as I said, I don't know everything. Who were critical of Didi. Didi's actually done a good job, right? So we have to accept that. And that's the halftime whistle from Harish Kundu with a 0-0. We move into the break between Punjab FC. Rio Shipston is getting rid of game time. AIFF Championship, his team Sheffield Wednesday. Hannibal, yeah, but again, Hamza Chaudhary is an experienced player between Premier League and Championship. So for me, that is what my qualification would be. So therefore, for me, that's if you ask me, that would be the level that I would look at. And it's again, we have some players, but even the boys who are playing in League One, League Two, I would say, they would make it interesting, right? So therefore, for me, there are enough. So yeah. So therefore, for me, it's always a question of who can make it how, right? Yesterday match was good, says Aman. Hamza's growth. Hamza is a lovely player, is a great footballer. As we end this half with a 1-0. And again, his impact on Bangladesh has been exceptional, right? Hamza has had an incredible experience himself, and the experience that he's brought to Bangladesh, the hype, the interest, the growth of football in Bangladesh over the last few months, exceptional, just exceptional. And yeah, that's where he stands. How is the match? Shemo, the less we speak about it, I think the better. Very scrappy game. Half chances here, few half chances there. Um, looks like it. If something's gonna happen, then maybe Punjab FC, the foreigners will do it. And yeah, DD still doing what the fact that I don't see you to last stream of 1080p 50. Yeah, but actually, I don't know who's feeding the system. No, that's always the question. Bangladesh is great. The people starts abusing us for absolute no reason in specific matters. Hannibal, again, doesn't matter, right? Again, the world is the way it is. People will get abused. Even people told me stuff after I said, "Listen, I think we will lose 9 or 20 nil to Japan." And I think I was the only person in this whole bloody world who said we will lose minimum 9, worst case 20. We lost 11, and some people have actually sent me messages. Yeah, uh, uh, you know, you know, and yeah. Why Sunil chose Sporting Club de Portugal title content Team Portugal? If you had chosen a mid or bottom half table, would be got game time Portugal first division. Moria, it wasn't Sunil choose Sporting, it was Sporting who chose Sunil. And Sunil was playing for their B team, which plays second division Portugal and wasn't good enough. Right. So he would have never gotten a chance with a mid or a bottom half team. Right? Realities. Right? So therefore, for me, this conversation, you know, sorry, Sunil was not good enough for the first 2 tiers of Portuguese football. Reality. Clubs want to win ISL, well, ISL have to beg to Bagan to win absolute dominant. Shimo on one side, yes. On the other side, I said Jamshedpur are keeping up at the moment. I think Mumbai City have only themselves to blame for the last 2 games, which they should have won. Otherwise, Mumbai again, and that's my thing where certain people said, oh, Mumbai City will be in the relegation fight. Never ever. And to me, you have to blame yourselves if you don't win those 2 games against Delhi and against Northeast. And the rest we'll have to see. Mohun Bagan still have to play Jamshedpur, they have to play Mumbai, they have to play Goa. Even BFC on their day can be a problem. So therefore, this league is far from over, even though at the moment it looks clearly Mohun Bagan's to lose. And let's see what happens. Guten Abend, after a while. Good evening, Zorawar. Good to see you back. Do you see hope sport investment growth for all sports come with 2013 rupees 2013 football? No. Actually, Laksha, who cares about other sports? If I see a lot of things around Indian sports over the last few days, and then after India won the T20 or defended its T20 World Cup, other sports don't count. Who cares about the Olympics and the Olympic sports? Right? It's sad reality. I'm seeing that we're going to qualify for the next Women's World Cup. Anubal, maybe. But then more humiliation is waiting for us, no? Monma didn't play the better teams yet. That's the challenge. Yeah, exactly, Blue. And that's my whole point. They have still 3, 4, 5, 6 good teams to play. And then let's see. Reality check for Indian women's against Japan. Some people still hopeful that they will qualify, but will they? So, Ravar, I said 9 to 20. And sadly, I was proven right. And on the other side, if I look at the way that Vietnam played, I think Chinese Taipei most probably stronger than Vietnam. So, and my point is, after this game, the way we played, I don't know how they will regroup. And 11 goals to concede against Japan, and that in your bones, to get that out is very difficult, in my opinion. Has cricket eaten all the good sports administrators? Yeah. Yeah. It's eaten, or some of the good ones actually move to cricket. Do you think these art clubs should make women's team? No. Aman, I think women's teams should be done by those who want to do women. I disagree with the point, not only in India, but around the world, that teams need to have women's teams. No. If you don't want to do it and you force teams to do it, they're doing it just to, as a tick, right? So, does make East Bengal wants to do it, have won the IWL. Good. Gokulam Kerala wanted to do it. Let them do it. Odisha FC, when they had money and wanted to spend, did it, won it. Let them do it. If they don't want to do it, don't want to do it. Let rather women's football teams be in part of the mix. Getting united in world stage will open more eyes of Indian people. Hannibal, if you want to see it from that way, we already have a lack of fans. And if we are going to go to a World Cup and get badly beaten, it will put us even more under problems than we have at the moment. So therefore, for me, I don't think it makes sense. You know, and you know, so therefore, for me, I don't. We're not worthy of going to. And also, the problem is FIFA is increasing the women's World Cup so massively, like the men's. You don't have the standards, so the standards are going to drop. You know, the Asian Cup this time around has shown that Asia does not have 12 teams to compete in an Asian Cup, right? I mean, this is also a lesson. If I see the groups, right? In Group A, South Korea, Australia on 7, okay. Philippines on 3. That's a team which played a World Cup. Iran on 0. Iran is a different story, I think, altogether. China beat North Korea, which is a big one in trying to defend the title. Uzbekistan beat Bangladesh today. Again, two teams. Japan top. Chinese Taipei, Vietnam, India in the mix. Vietnam is going to lose to Japan. Anything else would be a surprise. Um, Meaning that I've got 5 really good teams in this competition, which is South Korea, Australia, China, North Korea, and Japan. Asia doesn't have the quality to have a 12-team tournament. Brutal reality, right? So, yeah. And in which league tier in Europe do you think Sunil had a chance at that age point of time in his career? Third, fourth tier maybe? McLaren is a beast. His conversion rate speaks itself. Hope he even scored more. Let's see. Shemo. What's he been running Lobera till now for months? Zavar. He's doing what he does. He's a good coach. For Indian standards, he's a very good coach. One of the best to have been in the league, and someone who likes to play attacking football. So to me, Lobera plays in a certain style, in a certain way, and he's a champion of that. What's it been around? We've just answered T20 World Cup has now become Mickey Mouse Cup. Again, Anibal, I don't follow cricket, so I don't know. I just know that India won it, so that's the thing. Um, and yeah, so therefore for me, um, India's domination in cricket is not surprising because, that it hasn't happened in the last 15, 20 years the way it's at the moment now. That is rather to me the surprising factor, right? That India has not dominated world cricket like they're doing at the moment, right? 1 second, I just quickly have to go for a break. I'll be just back. Just a second. Sorry, I am back. Yeah, um, second half awaited. Punjab FC versus Northeast United FC still goalless. Let me see. Kerala fans need an answer right now. They have the huge fan and following base. Even the foreign squad, Singapore. I, the Kerala Blast situation is very difficult. I realize that the Kerala Blast management, in a way, gambled. Um, you know, and um, thought they will find gems the players that have come in. Hasn't worked out so far. The Indian squad hasn't stepped up, to be also said. But I would always suggest to the Blasters, if they want their club to survive in the mid-term, or even forget mid-term, in the short term next season, if they are fans, now is the time to ask questions of your management. Ask questions of your management, of the owners, whatever you want. But don't stop supporting your team. Right? So that's the reality. I was thinking the same, that with this performance, we should not go for the World Cup. But if we do, there's a spark might start in India as well and might get sponsors. You need a spark needed football. K. Gayan, that spark, you know, um, it's a dangerous spark because that spark could backfire as well. If you ask me, I would like to see us be successful. I would like us to be making it to the World Cup, but the World Cup, there will be expectations raised which could be detrimental to us, in my opinion. Right? So that's the thing. It is illegal to not see Lobera's Mon Masubajan nation level. No, it's Hannibal. They are not Asian level. Sorry. Nah. To be honest, I don't see cricket losing limelight in India, but for at least next few decades. It will be the number one sport in terms of popularity. Reason why future of football solely depends on a miracle by the national team. I don't even know if the miracle is needed. No, Tigers has hurt more efficiently than they're injured. Yeah. It's better not to see Lubera's moment in Asia than to get them to score for expected reason. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Or if the Indian government knows desperate players, maybe next decade or two. Yeah, Zoravar. Diaspora players is the only way to move forward. As we still awaiting kickoff for the second half. Punjab FC with the ball from left to right. And Uppala, something of a mistake. Was it a kickoff mistake from? It was a kickoff mistake. Again, we're talking about basics nowadays, huh? You don't even know how to take a kickoff. Shrilan Jones doing well. This is but no foreigners, pure local players, good about the young and talented players for the state in general. Shimo, it's nice, it's good. Aizol FC is the same thing. Parthip loses out, so he clears it. But yeah, where will they go? Monmouth Superman versus Danchu seems to be the league decider. By the way, what's your opinion on if performance? They can't blame FSL now either. So, Ravar, I think Mohun Bagan still has Mohammad Sohail hand holding it like this. I hope there is no injury. Let's see that again. Parthip, Sohail. In that movement, Parthip hits out. Mohammad Sohail is in proper pain. Is it shoulder? Meanwhile, getting ready. Perez looking very anxious. Where has... Let's see that again. Was it that push that dislocated the shoulder? It looked very awkward. All the best, Mohamed Suhail. Jawar, I think that both teams still have to play a lot of the teams around them in the league. And yeah, if you lose one, again, Mumbai City threw away their chances. They should have beaten Northeast and Delhi. Could have beaten both of them, should have beaten both of them. But I think it's not over. The fans are glory hunters. They do not show up, their team starts losing. Let's see, Hannibal. Not just blasters, all fans are. Yeah. AIFF is most famous body in the world against that taking the case in after cast judgment. They are not taking the case. They have allowed Churchill brothers and their whatever to go on. I would question the Indian judiciary for allowing the case to go on. That is the question that needs to be asked. Whether we thrashed left, right, center, Asian club competition. Let's see. Vijay. Now Vijay. Down on the ground. Yeah. Blue, I don't know. Again, and that's, I don't know. Northeast throw in on the left of the ball. Andy Rodriguez plays it back. Rashid Akhtar. Rashid plays it across to Andy Rodriguez. Savako. Savako. McCartan allows the ball to fly over him, but doesn't reach his players. Why academies, even experienced ones, all clubs who have 13 do not invest in coaching that would help increase the technical baseline of the players? Are there any clubs doing it now? See, the question is, I can invest in a coach, but will that coach stay loyal to me? If I invest in XYZ coach, right? I can't sign a 5-year contract and say, listen, you're good, you're going to stay with me for the next, I don't know, XYZ years. So therefore, the clubs don't invest in that. Yeah, they should. Ankit, very good point you raise. But, you know, yes, Hannibal. Yeah, but the politician in that group is not the problem, no? It is whatever it is, Northeast. And again, Rinzwala dispossessed by Lumding. And difficult game for Rinzwala. And again, his biggest problem is that expectations from him after that exceptional goal against BFC, world-class goal, are that he should be scoring such a goal every week in and out. If I'm right. Mohamed Sohail is still in, holding his arm a little weirdly. Effiong. Chip for Sohail. Can he keep it in? But can't get the crosser in the right place. Throw in due to Rhythm Talang. Talang playing as a right back. The former attacking winner. Wicket given against Effiong. Free kick. Using to watch ISL. This fan code. Yes, fan code. The paid system by Prabhu. So sorry. I'm an injury. Nikhil Prabhu picked up some injury. Yeah. So he was off the captain, and that of course is weekend. Dim Perez not happy with that foul given against Effiong and having a discussion with Harish Kundu. And if you're getting involved in that discussion, Padro Benali being shown at the other end, and he's like, guys, do something. Oh, if you're getting taped over the jersey, that's something new. I haven't seen that. Northeast United building up. Mitchell Sabako, the captain. Sabako can't get it across. Keep getting clears. Back with Sabako. Yeah. So, Zoravar, it is being broadcast on the YouTube channel of Fancode, but you have to buy a monthly €10. I have to pay a €10 membership. Others are paying, I think, 13 or $13 or pounds, or I think 40 dirhams is the price in the UAE. And this is only for outside India. Cleared. Uwais plays it through. Danny Ramirez, Effiong, and allows the ball to go out for a throw-in. Uwais with the short one. Suhail loses the ball against Danny Rodriguez. 53.5 minutes on the clock. Both the teams have to do more. It's not good enough at the moment from what I can say. Have to be more proactive. And a reminder, if you haven't, do share this video, this channel. We stand at 3,885. And do watch my short video, which I made today. I didn't link it in this channel. Should have done that. Post it and pin it to the top. It's a foul. And Rhythm asking for a yellow card. Looking at the voting, 30% think Punjab will win, 17% think of a draw, and 54% think Northeast United will win. So keep your votes coming in on that one. Do you think clubs, if they have the intention to restructure the funds, to have European coaches to train up players, or at least train good Indian coaches? No. No, the intention is not there, Ankit, of the clubs to do that. They want, I understand that, right? If you ask me to work on something, if my owner says I want results now, rather than I want results in XYZ time, you will always try and work on this. Long ball forward. And Inali not happy. Young Perez not happy. Both the coaches. Knocked by Northeast. In that midfield. Ball across to Samte. And something happened. 2 players down. Santos. Rinzuala and Santos are down. I don't know what happened. Rinzuala is he saying, you pushed me or hit me? Bijoy, was it Bijoy? Because Santos is there. Let's see. And the official going across. Rings are off. Northeast United fans being shown in the stands were most probably bigger in numbers than the Punjab FC fans. Samako, sorry, Andy Rodriguez with the free kick. Do they have the replay of what happened? No, they don't. Okay. A lot of fuss about nothing, it seems. Selkovic keep getting for Lumding, but Parthiv will play it back to his keeper. Gurmeet has to be careful. That patch of the ground, not too good. Clears it. Long ball cleared by Andy. Selkovic. Keep getting Selkovic. Selkovic. And that's going to be a card against Parthiv. He's hurt himself in the process. Yeah, kept his leg out, and Selkovic took that because he had factually played the ball too long. 58 minutes on the clock, and it's still goalless at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. Danny Ramirez to take the free kick. Take it quite far, and they won't get to it, will it? No. And a foul given in the middle. Rinzwala again on the ground. And again, Bijay close by. Bijay Vargas, tall lanky centre back. I think they will get better attendance in Punjab for PSC. Could be Aman, but the question is, where do you play? Where do you have an ISL level? And this time around, Bijay does get a yellow card. Where is that crowd? Where is that stadium in Punjab? Because Punjab FC clearly want to rather play in and around Chandigarh than rather in the northern belt of the state. Gurmeet with a long goal kick, headed out by Zelkovic. And up from northeast, take it down, Parthiv, Zwala, Parthiv Gogoi through, and Parthiv Gogoi with the goal for Northeast United. On the hour mark, Parthiv Gogoi with the breakthrough for Northeast United. Lot of chaos. Bijoy and Ricky unable. And it's Ricky Shabong who actually plays the pass through to Parthiv, and Parthiv places it past Arshdeep to give the Highlanders the lead at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Delhi. That changes things in the ISL table, because with this result, at this moment in time, Northeast United would move to 5 points. Substitution for Northeast United. Ankit Padmanathan coming on, I think, for something. Yeah. Now it's 61 minutes on the clock. Be interesting to see how the home team reacts for being now 1 goal down. Can they turn things around? Ball across for Uwais, and that's way overcooked by Mohamed Uwais. 61.5 minutes on the clock. And for Northeast United, this would be a big first win of this campaign. They could move to 5 points from 4 matches, and Punjab would stay on 3. If Punjab don't win this, they'll be not so happy. Because I think they themselves expected more from themselves. Hi, Neil. Welcome back to this live watch-along of Punjab FC versus Northeast United, where the Highlanders just took the lead. Ball played out to Mohamed Suhail. Ridin doesn't stop it. Uwais and Effie Young. What a goal from Effie Young. It's 1-1 after 63 minutes. That was a quick answer. Effie Young, Zung, Guzi with the equalizer. He'd actually missed the attempt, and somehow the other backheels the ball into the net. His third of the campaign, and a quick answer. Blue, great goal, good goal. Yes, guys. Effiong with his third of the season. Effiong, Zung, Guzi, and Padmanathan has come on for Rinzwala, sorry. And Effiong with the equalizer. That's a good equalizer. Suddenly, there is some attacking intent at both ends. Cleared by Punjab FC. Ridim Talang. Yeah, couldn't stop the attack. No, I didn't watch Aizawl against Rajasthan. Which you say is a good game. Oh, mistake in the build-up. Effiong wants to play it across. Aninthoy can't get to it. Danny Ramirez walking across for the corner. Nearly 65 minutes played. It's 1-1 at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Delhi. Some pushing and shoving going on in the middle. Harish Kundu as a referee having a word with both the teams. Corner to be taken by Danny Ramirez. Comes in, overcooked. Pushing and shoving. And Monsoor won't get to it. And once for the reminder, if you haven't, do like, do share, do subscribe to Arunfoot here. Segovic clears throw in, Northeast United. And without your support, this channel will not be able to grow. 15 likes on this video so far. Thank you for that. And 3,886 the number of followers. Northeast United work their way through. Danny Ramirez out to Suhail. Suhail and cleared. Is there any way to make these owners understand there is no other way to improve the game without improving players. Can't they see since so many years investing on senior team is pointless? Ankit, if you're winning titles, let's say Mr. Goenka is winning titles. For him, your logic doesn't work, you know? So yeah, there's a logic to it, but who will wait for such a long time? That's a foul. Sabako goes down. And Mohamed Suhail seems to have activated his. Ooh, that was nasty. Did you have a fight over? Yeah, I've seen some footage of it. And I think Mohamed Suhail has something, either a ligament, or maybe even there's a bone broken. And so when in form is a treat to watch. Yeah, spyware he is, but again, how often is he? That's the question which we discussed early on this live. 68 minutes nearly played. Sabako being treated. 22. Was it 22 or was it 23? Yeah, 23, I think. Sabako has to go off. Mohamed Suhail. Looks like doesn't look good because he's walking back. Yeah. And Mohamed Suhail walking off. Not good. Goal kick. Gurmeet. Sarkovic header. Only gets it as far as Jitin. Ooh, that's a clumsy foul from Danny Ramirez. Against Parthiv. Yeah. Free kick. Andy Rodriguez to take it. Andy Rodriguez. Oh, into the danger zone, but a foul given. Rashid Akhtar. Zabako in the middle of the action. But free kick for the opponent. Northeast with the ball. Nice little play. McCarthan. Parthiv. Into the danger there. Oh! That was nearly an own goal from Vijay. That was close. And Leon Augustine comes on for Mohamed Suhail. Would only himself come on after 32 minutes. Corner for Northeast United. 72nd minute. Turning out to be a scrappy physical game. Yes, Neil. Very, very physical and scrappy. Andy, not a good corner. Cleared by Punjab FC. Throw in for Northeast United. Rhythm Tlang. The second ball, which he gets away, and he's going to take the throw in. Long throw in, cleared. That should be a foul from Ashir Akhtar on the goal scorer, F. Young. 72 minutes played at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. The last game of match day 4 between these two teams. Long ball from Bijoy into no man's land. Northeast maybe with a chance. Parthiv with a nice move. Ricky can't stop him, but Santos clears his lines against Padmanathan. With this current result, Punjab would move to 8th with 4 points from 3 matches, sorry. Northeast, the third draw in the 4th game would mean 3 points out of 4. That would be the third draw in a row. Ball. No. Chetin. And Ricky wants a free kick, doesn't get it. Chetin and AIFF also has had a quiet game so far. Andy Rodriguez to take the corner. Nearly 74 minutes played. Andy Rodriguez. Headed out by Bijoy. Will be another corner. Bijoy ahead of Zabako. And during the corner, substitution being made. Jitin gonna go off. And Biagdika coming on. One of the Misos with Northeast United. Corner. Oh, and that's a foul in the middle given. For Punjab FC in the box. 2 players down. Selkovic and McCarthan. Free kick Punjab FC. And with 75 minutes plus on the clock, it's the drinks break in Delhi. Then Paris having a special word with Danny Ramirez, his playmaker, his main creator. And both the coaches having a word with this set of players. Parthiv Gogoi, who scored the opener. And on the other end, it was F. Young with the equalizer. Yeah, Parthiv, opportunistic through ball. Good finish. Created himself. Got a double pass from Ricky Shabong, actually. And then a place shot past Arshdeep. Not really a chance for the keeper. And yeah, Parthiv very, very happy with that goal. And then at the other end, Mohamed Suhail, for once, not only beats his marker, but puts the ball into nice space, and F Young, lovely back heel, smart goal from F Young. Good composed finish by Parthy. Please stay consistent for the sake of this country. Ankit, again, your please, your, you know, will not do. If you ask him to score a goal like that, in the next instance, he will not be able to score. That's the crazy one, right? And that's not only with him, with all the players. Oh, Punjab win and lose the ball, but get the ball back. F Young plays it out to Ninthoi. Mm, Ricky loses it. McNathan, Ashir, Rhythm being pressured by Slekovic, but keeps it. Ashir under pressure from F Young, and that should be a foul. Yeah, yeah, that's more than just shoulder to shoulder from the African striker. That is that is not shoulder to shoulder. That's a physical push. Might not be hard on him, but it was hard on Ashir. One on this Monday evening. Ashir Akhtar drawing a lot of pain on that ground. Both the coaches having a word with their players. Paramveer is not there. He's not in the squad because he's not extending his contract. So it seems like he might not get game time. Yet Bangladesh lost to Uzbekistan. Last game out, we win, but there's a real chance of losing by 3-4 goals. Uzbekistan beat Bangladesh by 4-0, Ochut. And yeah, so therefore for me, that's one. And as I don't know at the moment, after that 11 loss, I don't think even intercontinental qualifiers for us would be a good thing to play. Watched the video on the 11 loss. We have discussed this numerous times, but don't see any positive changes happening. Yeah, Ochut, again, I've just said what I've been saying for years. This for the first time has been a real result. Oh, Effie Young, and then cleared by Northeast United. It is a Baku in the end. Uchut, reality, right? I mean, I and you will not be able to change that reality that there is, and that gulf of difference. Again, if we had lost 5-0, 6-0, a lot of people would say, oh, we told you. No, I think, as sad as it is, that 11-0 was needed for people to wake up from the La La Land, from the Delulu, which I've called it. Yeah. And again, 35-0 chances, I think, speaks a clear-cut language. Corner for Punjab FC, 81st minute, stopped by the referee. Pushing and shoving going on. Telling the players not to do that. Either it's a free kick or a penalty. Then Ramirez, and you see the ground is really giving up. A lot of work remains for Punjab FC and Delhi SC to get it sorted. Corner cleared by Northeast United. Throw in Punjab FC. 81.5 minutes now played. It's still 1-1 between these two sides. But free kick given for Northeast United on the right defensive side, or their defensive right. Gurmeet to take the free kick. 82 minutes now on the clock. Won't take names, but many of our players can't even run with the ball fluidly. Sometimes feels like watching a U10 kids game. Yeah, Uchit. And there have been people who said this is the best ever Indian women's team, which shows me the lack of knowledge and understanding of things. Sorry to say that bluntly. Totally agree with you. Well, this game, which came to life for a little bit in the 60th minute, Parthiv Gogoi with the lead for Northeast United, but only 3 minutes later, Sunguzi Effiong with the equalizer. The ball stays in, but Northeast United win the ball back. The man who's come on for his name's Sabako against Effiong, throw in for Northeast United. Had to see Effiong coming at you, charging at you. It's not a nice sight. He's got that physical presence. And soon Guzi Effiong, 3 goals in the last 2 games. And the question is there one more? Ninthoi, Danny Ramirez, Effiong. Effiong against Ashir Akhtar. Nice little chip cleared by Zabako. Leon Augustin can't do anything with it. Augustin, and that should be a foul on Leon Augustin. Sorry, on Lumding by Maya Kannan, who gets a yellow card. One of the silent workers of Northeast United. I think I lose it, Ninthoi. And then foul on Lumding from Maya Kannan. Free kick, 85th minute. Danny Ramirez on the right will chip it into the box. Ball in a dangerous area, headed on, and that's a goal for Punjab FC. Or is it offside? Goal given. No, goal not given. Wait. It's chaos. Goal not given by the referee. Ooh, lucky escape for Northeast United. Yeah, Selkovic asks why. Seems like he scored the goal. Pablo Santos, was someone offside? And Selkovic himself is having, let's see. Danny Ramirez. This isn't offside. Let's see. It is headed on. Yeah. Yeah, Selkovic clearly offside. Good work by the referees. Has to be mentioned. Not easy. With so many players. And Selkovic knows he was just that bit offside when the ball is headed on. And Rodriguez goes off. Danny Mite comes on. .86 minutes on the clock. 1-1 between Punjab and Northeast United. Leon Augustin on the ground. Northeast United with the ball. Parthiv chips it forward. But cleared by Punjab. Nintoy throw in. 87 minutes now on the clock. Manoj Padmanathan, Lumding. Oh, okay. Gets a little physical between these two. Has been this game for quite a bit. Ankit Padmanathan, 24-year-old from Bengaluru, who has joined Northeast United from the B team of BFC. Lumding, and that ball goes out before getting to Nintoy. It's a lot of running, a lot of effort put in by both the teams, but yeah, the quality is, yeah, WWF Neil, very, very true. The quality is lacking because of that. It's more fighting than really trying to play football. And that's the sad part for both the teams. And get back to Lewis, MacArthur, Nixon cleared by the Punjab defense. Bijoy in the end with the clearance. MacArthur too close and into the arms of the keeper. Oh, that should be a foul on Leon Augustin. Yeah, very scrappy encounter between these two today. A lot of fighting. Should be yellow, yeah. Ash Kundu has been actually quite lenient with his cards today. Ball through, and Bijoy. And that was given offside earlier against young Ankit. Even though Young would be wrong, he's 24 already. The number 16 for Northeast United, sorry. Ways to Leon Augustin. Leon twists and turns. Leon in the box, cleared by Ashir Akhtar. Mm, 5 minutes of added time. Ways to take the long throw in. Mohammed Ways gets it to Effiong. The ball goes through and cleared by Samte. As you say, Neil, almost throw in. Effiong in the box. Effiong beats Abako. Effiong with the shot. Blocked by Mayakanan. And Sun Guzi Effiong. He's more than a handful, Neil. Danny Ramirez with the corner. Already 92nd minute running. That's a good one. Important. Gurmeet with the one-fisted clearance. Throw in for Punjab FC. The defenders stay up because Mohamed Uwais will try and put it into the box. Pablo Santos, amongst others. Yeah, Punjab want to win it. Into the danger area. Headed out by Northeast. And advantage Northeast. Long ball forward. Arshdeep to take it. Oops. That's a half clearance, but back with them. Effiong. Can Effiong control it? Ooh, Effiong goes down a little too easy. Zabako. And Punjab win the ball back. Denny Ramirez. And that's Zielkovic, who can't score. Another corner. 93rd minute. Punjab going all out now trying to win this game. Northeast United seem to have weakened their side by making those substitutions. Headed over. Was it Effiong? Was it Bijoy? One of those tall guys. 93 minutes now, nearly on the clock. It's still 1-1 between Punjab and Northeast United FC in the final game of match day 4 in the Indian Super League. And as you've become accustomed to, do watch the round review by Hiren and myself, likely to come out tomorrow or day after. And tomorrow, of course, a live watch along of India versus Chinese Taipei. It's a do or die match. Headed out by Punjab FC. We are in the 94th minute. Is there one last twist to this game, one final goal to this game? Headed out by Northeast. Sorry, headed out by Punjab. Cleared by Northeast now. Pablo Santos with the long ball. And that should have been, yeah, it's cleared. Bijoy plays it to Lumding. Lumding plays it short to Nintoy. They keep it. Nani to Nintoy and blocked by Zabako. We're in the last minute of the game. Lumding with the throw-in. Mohamed Uwais runs across to take the throw-in. Takes away the ball and takes another one. And he's going to do it into the box. We are in the final seconds of the game. Mohamed Uwais with a throw-in for Punjab FC. Close to Gurmeet, and Gurmeet has the ball. Maybe a final chance for Northeast. We are already in the 96th minute. Headed out. Headed in, headed out. Maybe a last attempt. And that is the final whistle from referee Harish Kundu. It ends 1-1 between Punjab FC and Northeast United FC. And yeah, I think the less we say about it, the better. As you say, Neil, full time. To me, yeah, it's a deserving result in the end. The pitch is atrocious. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect from a ground which has, again, Delhi winter, concerts, other things, and you especially see now in the full view towards the right where the concerts happen, that's going to be happened to the ground. Sorry, my nose. Um, it's allergy season here in Germany. Sorry. So 1-1, yeah, the ground is that is the quality of the ground. That's the quality of the game. 1-1, it ends. Partip Gogoi opened the scoring on the R mark at Zun Guzi Effiong with the equalizer. A nice little back heel flip after 63 minutes. That was the most days of the game. It ends 1-1. And yeah, both the teams will have to live with this result, I guess. And it's one of those days, yeah, which is going to be the question of what can we do, what can we achieve, and it ends in a way, yeah, didn't honestly the game didn't deserve a winner, and a lot of fight, a lot of grit. Again, the ground is one of the reasons why, but there are a lot of teams in the Indian Super League struggling this season, and this was a clear-cut example of that. If I see two teams who have played better football in the last few years. And with this draw, Punjab FC now eighth with 4 points from three matches. Northeast United, the third draw in a row, are on 3 points from four matches, 10th. Just to run down the league table for you, Mohun Bagan, top of the table, 12 points, plus 12 goal difference, followed by Jamshedpur FC, who also have got 12 points, but a plus 4 goal difference. Then FC Goa, Mumbai City, third and fourth with a plus 3 and plus 2 goal difference, 8 points, 2 wins, 2 draws. East Bengal and Bangalore FC, fifth and sixth. With East Bengal having a plus 5 goal difference, BFC a plus 1. Inter Kashi, seventh with 5 points from 4 games, with 1 win, 2 draws, and the first loss conceded to Jamshedpur FC. And Punjab FC, as just said, are eighth with 4 points, as are Chennai, but Punjab FC have a plus 1 goal difference, Chennai a minus 2. Northeast United are 10th with 3 points from 4 games, minus 3 goal difference. Odisha, 2 points from 3 games, minus 4 goal difference after that heavy loss to Mohun Bagan. Sporting Club Delhi, with their first point ever, are 12th with 1 point from 4 games. And at the bottom of the table, Kerala Blasters and Mohammed Sporting still to score a goal. And Mohammed Sporting, the first team to concede in double digits, having conceded 10 goals already, only having scored 2. So that's the situation of the table. Yes, it's hay fever season, and so therefore, yeah, the nose a little blocked for me. And why Punjab can't win? They have the best foreigner, and despite Northeast is top team to relegation. Shemo, to me, are Punjab really have the best foreigners? They have a decent bunch of foreigners. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have a great bunch of foreigners to say, okay, listen, they are a team that can challenge XYZ team in this league. I don't think so. And therefore, they are where they are in the league table. One has to be honest how good or bad teams are. And to me, Punjab FC, yeah, will be a solid mid table team. If they have a standout series of games, then we'll see what happens. And Punjab stayed so long, all 6 foreigners. So this, yeah, the Vapes, it isn't settled. And Effiong, of course, still scores a great goal, but they had their chances. Northeast also some, but in the end, I think it's a fair result. And now we saw the last two Mumbai City games. Oh God, so bad. Yeah, Vapes. I still think that Mumbai City could have won both the games. They didn't. We have to be honest about that. And I guess that's the disappointment for every Mumbai City fan, that Mumbai City could have been on those 12 points and maybe fighting for, despite a weakened squad, fighting for the title. But again, 8 points from 4 matches, I think, for Mumbai City is a very, 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 very good start. Once more reminder, if you haven't, like this video, share this video, subscribe to Arun Foot as well on this platform. 18 likes for this video so far. Thanks a lot, guys. Please do. And we stand at 3,887 subscriptions. So thank you. We are growing slowly towards the 4,000 mark. Tomorrow, of course, a live watch along of Chinese Taipei and India's game, where if India by any chance win, could qualify for a FIFA Women's World Cup, which again at the moment thinking insane, but that is the the possibility. I was so disappointed, upset with Mumbai last game. Yeah, but that's football for you. Huh? 2-0. Maybe score a third and then the game is done and dusted. But it didn't happen, and therefore we will play the game. Yeah, that we'll have to play, and let's see what we can do in the next game. Next round of matches. Match day 5 starts on. No, it doesn't start on Friday. Sorry, it starts on Saturday because the match on Friday, Sporting Club Delhi versus Odisha FC, has been postponed. The next match, Saturday, early kickoff, East Bengal versus Kerala Blasters, and then Bangalore FC versus Mohun Bagan Super Giant in the latter kickoff. On Sunday, it is Northeast United FC versus Jamshedpur FC, and then in latter kickoff, Inter Kashi versus Mumbai City FC. And then on next Monday, the next game, Punjab FC versus FC Goa. So those are the 5 matches of game week 5. I'm scared Northeast United can be relegated. They are not competitive. They don't have good foreigners. Shemo, they still have foreigners, right? So if I look at it, yeah, you're true. It could be tough in the sense to say, can Northeast United, but Northeast United have 3 points on the table. A decent, okay goal difference of only -3 because of their loss to East Bengal. But but I don't think they. Again, at the moment, after game week 4, we will have a little bit of clarity of where the journey is going. As expected, Mohun Bagan Super Giant at the top of the table, fighting for the title. Surprise, Jamshedpur FC. But if I see the number of foreigners, if I see on coil, I'm not surprised. At the bottom, Mohammedan Sporting, not surprising. With them, Kerala Blasters, I thought they would be a little better. Sporting Club Delhi as well. So therefore, Odisha is potentially also in the mix. So we'll have to see what these teams do. What's the time difference in Germany from India? It's now winter time, so we are 4.5 hours behind India. So in Germany, it just turned 5 p.m., while in India, it's already 9:30 p.m. Any clue on Kashi away venue for moment? The Vibes, I haven't heard anything. I want to have that conversation with the Inter Kashi guys, and once I hear it, I will surely let you and originally was said Odisha, then it was said could be in Goa, but I haven't heard any confirmation on that fact. So that's that. Right. Once more, 1-1 is the final result between Punjab FC and Northeast United FC. Patil Gogoi gave Northeast the lead. Effiong equalized 3 minutes later. And yeah, a lot of fight, a lot of grit, a lot of effort, but lack of quality, I guess, is what we have to talk about this game. And again, the ground not in a good condition as expected or feared. And therefore, that is the outcome. So this is this. Tomorrow, as I said, I'll be back with another live India versus Chinese Taipei. If we can score a 2-0 win, we would qualify for a FIFA Women's World Cup. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow is the day. So therefore, join me for that. Watch my short videos. Go and visit my other social medias, be it Instagram, X, arunfoot.com, and I'll be back tomorrow with another live. Thanks and good night, everyone.